It says, "Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Judah, yet for 4 I will not reverse it, because they have rejected the law of the Lord, and have not kept his statutes. And their lies have caused them to err, after which their fathers did walk." So the kingdom of Israel that he's prophesying, he's saying they're not following the law. They're not following halakha, right? So they're not even on the way of God. They needed to really repent, and we know that they eventually did not survive, and the 10 tribes of the kingdom of Israel disappeared after the Assyrian exile. And then Judah, that remained after that, the exile of Israel, said, "So will I." So he said, "So how does Israel and then Judah, of course, will suffer? So will I send a fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem." This is the period that we're in now. How do you rebuild the palaces of Jerusalem? Here's the answer. "Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Israel, for 4 I will not reverse it." So there are other transgressions, 3 transgressions, whatever, God is willing to forgive. But for that 4th one, God is not willing to forgive. And what is that? It is because they sell the righteous for silver and the needy for a pair of shoes. And the Talmud tells us this is a reference. Selling someone for a pair of shoes, it's the reference of Joseph and his brothers, that he was sold for a pair of shoes to the Ishmaelites. So how do you straighten the path of God? How did Adam and Eve lose their vision from one end to the world to the other? Through not going God's ways, right? In veering off and then totally disconnecting. That was unjust. How do you go back? You return to God, to the vision of God, to the way of God, not to our God, our way. That's the only way to walk straight. Of course, God writes straight with many crooked lines, but somehow it is straight in God's ways. And if you follow it, you will end up from the hill, right? You will raise those hills, the valleys, those poor people, right? You're not going to sell them. You're going to elevate them. And the mountains, you will lower. And this peace, peaceful, yes, but just society is that straight line that will cause us to go back directly to God, seeing God directly.